unanimous in their hate for me, and I welcome their hatred.
Yo, what is up, everybody? This game is getting interesting. This is the College Football Playoff Championship live reaction show. And Notre Dame got a fumble recovery about 2 minutes ago. They're marching down the field. It's 1st and goal inside the 8. We'll see what happens here. So this is definitely getting a lot more exciting as things are going on, because it was looking like it could be a blowout, but now it's a 2-score game, and Notre Dame might be able to get it to a 1-score game here. So we'll see. So let me start the show appropriately like we usually do. My name is Chris McLean. This is Hater Radio. I'm with my co-host, Ian Gibson. How are you, Ian?
I'm doing. Sorry, my attention.
Are you on delay?
I might be. What down are you at?
Here, I can match yours. So let me pause a second, and I'll wait. Or when? Tell me when you're about to snap.
Well, they just snapped. It was incomplete. It's 4th and goal.
Oh, it's 4th and goal. Oh shit!
Yeah.
I'm way behind.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to stop?
No, shit. I can't even get to it. Let me see if I can get to it real quick.
Oh, what?
Did they stop it?
Yeah, their field goal attempt is. Oh my God, he missed it.
Wait, why did they go for a field goal? Like, a field goal doesn't even matter.
Oh no! Oh my God, that's such karma for going. If that doesn't tell you about
a field goal doesn't even matter, because it would still be a 2-score game. Like,
yeah.
Why would you even bother going for that there?
Dude, he shanked it. Yep, that was a good hole if he just shanked it.
And he hit that one to beat Penn State, too.
Yep. Oh, that's a killer.
That is brutal.
So, still a 2-score game. Notre Dame doesn't capitalize on the turnover, and it's Ohio State's now. They can bleed that clock as much as they want.
1 second. Let me turn this down because I got the volume up too loud. Yeah, God, that is crazy, because it was like, I felt like they had the momentum there. They were driving. They had an opportunity to score, and it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, you need points. You don't need.
No, you
need
need
a lot
touchdowns.
of points in this. Yeah,
you need touchdowns, because like 2 scores, like, I don't know, like, even if you're down 13, like, it doesn't matter. You're still down 2 touchdowns. So like, I don't know what that would have done for you. It doesn't matter. They don't score the field goal anyway, so it doesn't really matter anyways. But
yeah, that's just karma. I was like, why are you kicking? You need 6, not 3 here, man.
Yeah, you definitely need 6. Well, 6 and a 2-point conversion, really.
Yeah.
Because even if you had gotten 6 and you don't get 2 points there, you're still down 2 scores. So it's like, I don't know. It's just, you have to think of I don't know. That's kind of dumb, because I know he's got a guy on his sideline that does the downs and distance stuff, and he probably does like the probabilities for scores as well, or maybe it's a separate guy, but like, at least they should have someone to be able to tell them what to do there, because that's kind of ridiculous. But either way, this game has been interesting so far, because Notre Dame opened up the game with a monster drive, and Riley Leonard rushed the ball 8 or 9 times, and Notre Dame went up 7-0 really quick, and it was like, oh wow, Notre Dame's gonna be able to move the ball. And since that drive, up until relatively recently, Notre Dame had 3 or 4 drives where it was 3 and outs, and I think they got 1 first down in that time. So they were really struggling there, and it was
they've given up 31 unanswered.
Yeah, and that was the other thing, is not only were they struggling on offense to move the ball at all, but then Ohio State was just running it down their throats, everything. Will Howard, for a long stretch of the game, didn't have an incompletion, and they were wide open on their routes. Will Howard was getting like no pressure at all. He had all day to throw, and it really, even on that play where Notre Dame got the stop on this last drive where they got the fumble, Ohio State was driving, and that was
Duncan's fumbled after getting like 20 yards.
Yeah, that was a Buku catch for like 20 yards. And so, like, it could have been completely different. I don't know. It's still got some time left here, and they've got all 3 timeouts in the 2 minutes.
The clock is your enemy now if you're Notre
Dame.
Dame.
They got to get a stop. Like, it's the only way they can get into this game. They've got to get a stop right now. I don't know why he's even stressing. Like, dude, you missed the field goal. It doesn't even matter. Like, the field goal wouldn't have got you closer. I do like how they're – God,
now you're a little ahead of me now, but like, yeah.
Let me see if I can, because I don't have live on my. Yeah, I can't pause on this.
You're fine. Don't worry about it. It's not that much of a delay. Oh, you got to be playing middle when you're at this part of the game. You're the defense. You've got to make sure they don't gas you down the middle. Make them forced to run to the outside. Yep. You can't keep giving them new sets of downs.
No. Yeah, time is not your friend now.
I said this earlier, and I want to mention this now since we're watching this.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of like hoopla about like, the playoff and like how people really don't like it and da da da. I'm of the notion that the playoff is bad on 2 accounts, and this is me as a purely aesthetic person.
Yeah.
I have always hated how the national championship game, the end zones are just black and not the team's colors like they used to be.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
And I hate how the patch is just the year. It's no longer a unique logo. So that's the one thing I hate about the playoff. I do not like that.
I saw Joel Klatt today talking about like, and I've seen other people as well mention how like today's game was like completely lost in the like sauce of everything of, the NFL playoffs. You had Martin Luther King Day. You had, the inauguration, and like, so there's very little attention to this game. What?
That was today. I thought that already happened.
The inauguration?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was this morning. This
noon
today. Yeah. I saw him mentioning that, and like other people had said it too as well. And I tweeted out like the thing that we probably need to do is we need to move the season up early, like a week early. We need to have Army Navy start out the season. We need to have the playoffs start a week earlier. And so right after the conference championship game, we need to move the Heisman ceremony to after the playoffs. And then we need to have the championship game on January 1st. Because if we have the January 1st, because that is college football's day, we might as well just make that the championship day. Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
At the very least, you need to put it on a Saturday.
Yes, 100%. I totally agree. And we need to get – we need to have quarterfinal and first round games on campus. Like, I really think that'll do wonders for like – they got the stop. So we've got time, 6:25. They have to score right away, though. They cannot pussyfoot around. Who's actually been great and who I loved last game against Penn State was Greathouse. And he's had
been a machine.
Dude, he is like their only real weapon. And besides Jeremiah Love, but like Greathouse is, dude, he very sure-handed and super speedy and super shifty. And I'm not throwing in the towel yet. There's still plenty of time. All 3 timeouts. They just have to score quickly. They cannot take like 5 minutes off the clock. They have to score like it's got to be like if I was going like the first 2 plays, I would just throw them downfield, like throw them like 20, 30 yards downfield. I wouldn't even wait. Like don't even.
This is where the crease in the armor is, though, is that Notre Dame has not had those like they're built on long sustaining drives. That's how they've won
Oh yeah,
games. And now
yeah.
it's asking them to score quick or like have those explosive plays is not easy because they're not built for that.
Well, not only that,
that's the problem.
Yeah, not only that, Ohio State has a defense predicated on rushing the passer, and those guys get off quick, and like this is their time to shine. Like if ever this is a moment for those guys to shine, this is it. And I feel like they're going to get in there and they're going to make a play. But Riley Leonard is mobile enough, though. That is the good thing about Notre Dame, is that he can make plays with his legs. So maybe he can, make a difference there. Like I said, it doesn't have enough time, though. Like, they have to move quick, and there's 6:25 left, so it's not enough to really do much. As far as the, game stats right now, I'm going to look it up real quick because I haven't been completely on it.
I just don't think Ohio State's been dominating them. It's like they're well over 100 yards over them.
Let me see. Okay, that was stupid. Yeah, Ohio State has a 99.9% chance of winning right now. Team stats. Yeah, I mean, Ohio State was 8 of 10 on third down. It's the difference in the game. And right now it's 379 yards to 213. And I'm pretty surprised, considering how that first drive went for Notre Dame, that Notre Dame has not been able to run the ball. I think that Ohio State just made adjustments and was able to keep them in check, because in those 3 and outs, those successive 3 and outs after that first drive, they really weren't able to do anything on the ground. And that's been the difference in the game, because if they had just generated one decent drive there, maybe they prevent Ohio State from scoring again.
They haven't been on the field long enough for sure.
Yeah. They could have gotten at least a field goal, or maybe have stopped one of Ohio State's scores. So this game would be a 24-18 game, which is a 1-score game. So yeah, I think I'm matched with you now.
He just hacked the ball right now. So
he just what?
He just hacked the ball through it to the sideline and went out of bounds. So I think that was a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, that's what I saw too.
Okay,
I think we're matched up.
Yeah, you gotta hurry up here. Yeah, you don't have time.
Yeah, you gotta go, bro.
Oh, dude, you can't be audibling. You need to have your 2-minute drill script here.
I don't know. You're gonna like this, though, because I'm a little bit ahead of you. You see it?
Well, I saw he stopped and that. Oh, okay, now we got a big run. Okay, good. That's what you needed.
Yeah. Now, honestly, I'd throw straight to the end zone.
I would run a post route, 2 post routes, or at least a street route, and at least have 1 drag. That way, you need a dump out at the very least.
A drag there. Yeah, I'd call a timeout. But he is hurrying. I do appreciate that, because some quarterbacks are really slow to get up after something like that. They're not going to call.
He just get sacked for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's got to throw that away. There's a hold, but they didn't call it.
Well, I mean, he got sacked, so.
Yeah, it was the hold as he was getting sacked. So, did they call a timeout?
Yeah, it's clear as day, man.
Oh, someone's hurt for Ohio State.
Yeah, that patch sucks. I'm sorry. This is nitpicky. I don't know. It's just they used to have such cool patches, and now it's just I'll just put the year on it.
Yeah, It is a shame because there is like a lot of like aesthetic value to certain things that they have lost with, doing the playoff, because the playoff like logo itself is pretty lame. There's no like,
Yeah. I
I
don't
don't know.
really like the trophy either. I prefer the crystal ball.
Yeah, it's definitely something that's like I don't know. It's something that like a graphic design company on Madison Avenue came up with.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this is great. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I mean, it's like
Somebody who's never really played football made the trophy.
yeah, exactly. It's like it's not because college football is so like about passion and like the like love for the sport mainly, and it's like without something like that in being evoked with the logo that they have, it's kind of charmless. And I don't know, just thinks like if they could have, I don't know what they could have done. They could have done something. I wish I could see like choices of that, but I'm sure they were just like, yeah, this is great. We got this. And we got the trophy.
They used to do like I said, is when it used to be was it would be, whatever at least in the BCS or whatever, and you still see that with bowl games, is that they like have the national championship incorporated with the bowl it was in. So like the Gators, when they won in 08, it was like with palm trees and stuff because it was in South Florida. And then the Sugar Bowl had like the Superdome around it when LSU won in 2007. So anyway, again, that's just aesthetically nitpicking.
Yeah, but it goes a long way considering what is going on with the like businessification of college football, where it used to be, a lot of what was going on in college football was the love for the sport. And now it's like, the money behind it. And I get that because in some aspects, I am glad that they have gone to the playoff because, we're getting the two best teams here. Like we're going through a tournament and these are the two best that survived. And, if Notre Dame scores here, it's a 1-score game. Like you couldn't have asked for any better if they get this to a 1-score game. And so like, I don't know, I'm hopeful they can score here, but I don't know if they can because
I also want to mention, I don't know if I said it in the last couple of shows, but this national championship is my fault because I had to cheer for Tennessee against when Ohio State played them, and obviously I had to cheer for Notre Dame against Georgia. And I remember, I think I told you and George, I was just like, oh crap, that's going to be the national championship, is it? I made my deal with the devil.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's weird how it's like, because I'm very stupid. I'm
out of bounds.
Oh, yeah, he didn't get out of bounds. He should have just kept going. Like I've seen so many of these players like, oh, he caught it. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's go.
I assumed it was a good play. I think you're ahead of me.
It's gonna be a great play. You're gonna like it.
Set it up. Oh, he didn't catch it. Wow,
great house, man. Dude,
now you gotta get the onside kick,
bro. Great
house. Great house.
Killing it.
All right, don't tell me about the 2-point conversion.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'll just be. Let me see if I can.
That's a lot of stunned Buckeye fans in the back there.
I'm gonna pause for a second, see if I can catch up with you.
I'll tell you. Tell me what you just like saw. Because right now I'm looking at Ryan Day going with the "Oh God, where am I" moment.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking at that. Are they showing the field now again?
Yeah, they're showing the field. Yeah.
Okay, I'm right with
Ohio
you then. Okay.
All right, Ohio State is subbing guys in.
Yeah.
Here we go, 2-point conversion. What do you call here? I would call drag routes across and have your running back out in the flat.
Or, I mean, what I love with someone like...
Or you just have Riley Leonard bulldog it.
Yeah, I would run a...
Oh, that looks like it might be.
Oh, it's a throw. It's a dilly-dilly. They got it!
Yes, he did.
Go!
Okay, all right.
Let's go.
The 1-score game.
Oh, so my God, dude.
They need this onside kick.
No, don't onside. They got all 3 timeouts.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they do, don't they? He's wearing an 88. I didn't see that. His cap says 88. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. And that guy was all over him too.
He was all. That should have been pass
That was on a
interference.
penalty. God, this is great. I'm loving it.
Fantastic catch.
Oh man, this is gonna be a crazy finish. What a freaking catch! Wow, that was amazing. He's all
I think
over.
that's what I'm flagging into. All right.
What?
I didn't see the flag, but I saw on the replay like the ref like in the background the flag threw, so it was called.
Oh, it was called. I didn't even see it.
Yeah, I saw a flag in the background fly in.
Yeah, because they didn't even put like a little bumper saying that there was a flag, because usually they have something come up.
Yeah, there you go.
Crazy.
Yeah, Notre Dame did what Mark Andrews couldn't yesterday. Was that too soon?
What did you say?
Notre Dame did on that 2-point conversion what Mark Andrews couldn't.
Oh man, dude, that was brutal. I can't believe.
Everyone's still kicking it. Look, everyone's still kicking it.
Yeah, they got to kick it.
Yeah. Oh, they squibbed it. Oh, okay. They faked them.
Yeah, I think that's the right move.
Yeah,
There's enough time that if you make a stop, you can get the ball back.
Okay. So, preferably you want a 3-and-out here because you're taking 40 times 4. This is where my math sucks.
Honestly,
you got about a little over 2 minutes if you get a 3-and-out here.
I saw something. I think it was in the game, the Buffalo game last night, that they called the timeouts with like 4 minutes left, and partly they did that because they were like 1st and goal, and that made sense. But I think I like it here as well. But it just depends on how these downs are going. If they get them into like if they get a short stop here, if like tackle for loss, they only have one receiver out.
Yeah, what do you call here for? I mean, yeah, run it. That's
timeout. I'd call it timeout.
Yep. You got to play middle. Make him run it to the outside and let him beat your corners. Have him again, athlete against athlete.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is the most like nerve-wracking position, and I've always said that it's the most like seeing those like press boxes with the coordinators is like the most tense room ever. And that was me when I was in like a high school football, like Clearwater High. Those rooms, like it is like DEFCON 1 in there.
Yeah. Oh, he's getting it.
QB draw. Oh, they played middle.
Yeah, first down.
Okay, first down. All right, now you got.
Now you're gonna have to start calling timeouts. He didn't get the edge.
Yeah, that's where you got to have your corners there. I'm just saying sell out the run because that's clearly what Ohio State wants to do. That's what I say is like play middle, and then have it where your corners or your safeties have to make the play. Have an athlete on athlete.
Yeah. That's Ryan Clark's son, Jordan Clark. Oh, man. I mean, it still is amazing the fact that Notre Dame got back in this game, because that game, like at that point, it was 31-7.
And think about this: if they don't they had it in the red zone. I mean, that would be if Ohio State hands on this one. That is going to be the play of the game, was how they stopped them in the red zone.
Yeah, when they needed
forced them to kick a field goal that missed. Yeah. Even then, the field goal doesn't matter. Why?
All right, here they go. They got 2 wide receivers. I mean, I think I don't see Quinshon Judkins or Henderson, so it's going to be a run quarterback.
We got
a timeout. Call timeout right now.
Yep, got to call time.
Why are they not calling timeout?
Why are you running the quarterback draw, man? Give it to your athlete. Give it to Judkins. Give it to Henderson. You're not calling time?
They called timeout.
I guess they're trying this for the 2-minute warning.
No, they called timeout.
Oh, okay.
But they let like 5-6 seconds off. Maybe because sometimes they notice it and they'll put it back on there.
the way ESPN did that little graphic that highlight showed was literally like when you play NFL Blitz in like the 2000s.
Oh
Like when
yeah,
you select your guy and like highlights, it looks exactly like that.
yeah. Trailed by 24 with 7:52 left in the third quarter. Wow.
Oh,
That is amazing. I don't even like, just remarkable that they were able to even get this game close. I mean, it took like all their like might just to come back in this. And it's like, what's crazy, like you said, on that drive, if they score on that drive, we may either be a tie game or like a 2-point game right here. And there
yeah.
would be a ton of game pressure. There is still a ton of game pressure on Ohio State right now, but like a 2-point game is even more game pressure because a field goal wins it. Yeah, they put the time back, so it's 2:49 on there. Up 3 wide. They bring a guy in. It's a tight end. It's just running with Will Howard. This is kind of amazing.
What? I don't know. But,
Like, this
okay,
is,
all time.
I don't know. They're kind of like playing into Notre Dame's hand. I mean, I know they're worried about like an incomplete, saving them a timeout, but I don't know, man, because now this puts all the pressure on Ohio State on 3rd and long. And, if Ohio State doesn't get this is, I don't know. I don't like that
Throw the
call.
ball? I don't know why you're running. It's not Tim Tebow back there, man. You gotta like, you can't run through people. You gotta like give it to Junkins, give it to Henderson.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, I've been there, man. I know that face.
Yeah, this is the longest, I think, 3rd down they've had all night. I'm almost positive because their average was 5 yards, and I'm almost positive they have not had one this long. Oh, this might be it.
Might be the play of the game.
Yeah, well, they have a timeout and the 2-minute warning, but that'll like
then you're dealing with like less than a minute.
Yeah, there will be like no time. So they got to stop him here.
All right, here you go. I think you throw it. I mean, you might as well just say F it. Yep, here we go. Throw, pressure.
Jeremiah Smith.
Deep. Jeremiah Smith. That may have sealed the deal.
Yeah, that's it. Because even a field goal.
Puts him out of reach.
Yeah.
When in doubt, give it to your best player.
And, Christian Gray is probably one of the better DBs out there, too. So you had best on best, and he just beat him.
Yeah.
What a play. Wow. Yeah, he should have jammed him.
I don't know, blood out of his own confidence again.
I don't know why you don't jam him there.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Because at least if you jam him, it gives the line or the pressure a chance to get there. 2-minute warning.
Yeah, if you're. Yeah, it works out unless a miracle happens, because there's no way you can. You would need to like do some voodoo magic here.
But the key thing is with this, it's 1st and goal, so they can't get another 1st down. So they have to score. They have to score either a touchdown, field goal, or turnover on downs, or if by luck they get a penalty. But I think Notre Dame will be able to figure that out. But there's a timeout, so there's going to be like 152 after the first play, unless they score, and then 2 plays after that, because 2nd and 3rd, 40 seconds plus like 46. So it's 94 seconds. There's only going to be like 20 seconds left when they're going to the 4th down. So there's not much time. Like, this is, I don't see how they, even if they get a stop, if they get a turnover on downs, they have the ball with like 15 seconds left.
Yeah.
So they have to hope for a miracle here. and this is literally it. So,
And if you get the field, yeah, I'm thinking
yeah,
that
because
might have been the
if
dagger.
they do get the field goal, then the game is truly over because it's a 2-score game.
So it was worth pointing out. I did a little thing here.
Yeah.
That would, if Notre Dame tied it, it would have been the biggest comeback in national championship history since Florida State came back against Auburn in 2013. Because Auburn was up 21-3, and Florida State obviously came back and won that one.
Yeah, and you know what the
But
Florida State fans say to that year why they were down? They like to claim that their signs were stolen because one of their coaches that was at Florida State went over to Auburn and was coaching on their sidelines and knew their signs. But I will tell you this: I have played on quite a few teams where even if we know that they're stealing our signs, which happens all the time in college in football, and when you are aware of that, you change the signs right away. So I don't like the excuse that, oh, we waited till the second half. What? No, you just got lucky that team was one of the worst.
Why can't you just say you came back and won? Why does it have to be like?
Because they think that team was the greatest team ever, even though when the last 25 years, when they talk about the greatest teams ever, that team's like barely ever mentioned. And I do love that
that team was really freaking good. That was a really good Florida State team, but I don't know. I think like 99 Seminoles is still the best Florida State team.
Yeah, there's definitely better teams than that team. And like they also played one of the easiest schedules that a champion has almost ever played. And the fact that they played Auburn in the championship game, who should have been like a 3-loss team at that point because they should have lost to Georgia and they should have lost to Alabama as well. And so like they didn't even really deserve to be there.
Yeah, false start.
Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, that with that penalty, that most likely takes out a touchdown. So
you just run it. Yeah, you just run it.
Yeah, I think you just run the ball and kick the field goal.
Get the field goal.
Yeah, because
at this point you're doing get it to where your kicker likes to kick it.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's not enough.
Yep, run. Okay, that's fine. Bleed that clock. Funny is this is now when they give it to Jepkins.
Yeah, but I still think that you should. God, why was he so far off? I don't understand that. And he was single coverage.
Yeah,
like the best player in college football, and you're not even guarding. It's the play of the game. Like, I would have taken him pressing up against him, smashing him. Even if he misses the smash, I would take that over being so far up. Maurice Claret, man, that's funny.
Oh man,
that is funny. That is like such a because he was like persona non grata for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. Now he's like, too.
Yeah, and he's on the sidelines. That's crazy. I didn't even realize he was there. Yeah, I know. I saw Tressel there earlier. Yeah, I mean, look at Smith's stats. Besides that Texas game, he's had like amazing games the whole playoff. No timeouts. Yeah, they're just going to run it up the middle.
Yep. Yep.
There's nothing like this at this point. You're not going to get a touchdown, so you might as well just slow play this.
Yeah, make sure your kicker it's in a spot he likes.
Yeah.
Let's see Ohio State calling a timeout with like 1 second left. That way you don't have to rush your kicker and then kick it, squib it, and then party.
Yeah.
Because it's 2 possessions at that point.
Yeah, I mean, let's see, 13.
Even if this call time now, I don't know why you would. But they're pointing at the clock. But yeah, Ryan Game's just gonna call time. I guess he's just gonna use all.
He's gonna call timeout here. Yeah, that's smart. Because then you take all every available second off.
Mhm.
And then with this play, yeah, there's not going to be much time left no matter what. I mean, really, the only hope now for Notre Dame is they block the field goal or he misses,
Yeah,
which I don't even know how good Ohio State's kicker is. I
he
haven't
made
like,
one today.
yeah, but that was no pressure at that point. They were already well ahead.
I
This
think it was
is,
like a 40 plus yarder. So yeah.
yeah. God, Jeremiah Smith, Big Ten freshman of the year, second team All-American freshman, and he has to play. He has to play 2 more years.
Yeah.
He can't go in the league after next year.
If this holds, I don't think he's ever going to have to pay for a drink in Columbus.
Yeah, that was huge. That's crazy.
All right, 3rd and goal. This is where you just like get it to the middle wherever you're kicking. That looks like the position they're doing. Just
Yeah,
ask your kicker, where do you like it?
yeah, they went to the right. Yep.
Yep.
4th and
Get that
goal.
clock all the time, kick the field goal, and then that field goal is your nail in the coffin.
Yeah, there's going to be less than 30 seconds. I mean, the only hope is they miss the field goal or they block it. Only hope. Got to hope for a miracle here. Because then even if he misses it and they block it, there's only like 28 seconds left.
With
So,
no
like,
timeouts.
yeah, with no timeouts, like I honestly can't imagine them getting down the field. Yeah, 28 seconds. So here we go.
That helmet looks way too big for this kid.
Probably got a huge melon.
Yeah.
Well, let me just take this to thank all of you guys, all the fans of Hater Radio, and I see there's like at least 14 of you guys and gals or whoever for sharing with us this live reaction. As of right now, we're just about 2,100 subscribers on YouTube. Things are moving really well with YouTube. I've put most of the advertising money into that, so I feel pretty good about that. And you guys have been subscribing, and we're moving there. And like, I honestly have not put that much money into Facebook advertising lately, and it still gets pretty decent amount of views. So we're moving quite along, and I'm very grateful for all of you guys that are supporters of the show and watch and consume our content. But here we go. 4th and goal, 29 seconds left. Field goal to ice it. Oh my God, he almost missed it.
I got scary.
That was close. That was close. I mean, still a tremendous game. Like, a really great effort from Notre Dame, considering that they were getting beat pretty badly. To come back from that kind of deficit to even make this a game was a great effort, because Ohio State, we said from beginning of the year, was the most talented team, and they proved it all year.
I said beginning of the year it was Ohio State's to lose.
Yeah, we almost did. It was true the entire time. The playoff proved it. I know those 2 games that they lost, the Oregon game, like, that was a close game on the road that, like, they barely lost. They had a chance to win it at the end, and they just kind of messed up their late game scenario stuff, and they didn't get a chance to kick the field goal. But that loss to Michigan is really the outlier, because that Michigan team is not very good this year, and somehow Ohio State just could not contend with them for whatever reason. And it's a shame, because if they had won that game, they would have been in the Big Ten championship game, and we would have gotten an Oregon Ohio State Big Ten championship game. And, I think that would have been a better game than that Penn State game, but I think it was still pretty good regardless, that game, but I don't know. I'm just checking to see if this is level. I think it is. All right, good. No, it just looked crooked for some reason, but it's like on my floor, the carpet like sinks in a little bit with the tripod. So 26 seconds left here in this game. It's miracle time.
Yep.
Because you just gotta throw
in the
far.
table for 26 seconds left.
No.
So there we go. Oh, that's not gonna help.
That's it.
Yeah, they might. Do you even bother running the play?
Yeah, I would run a play, but
they're still moving. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, whatever. They weren't going to win anyways.
Yeah,
there wasn't enough time. I mean, Ryan Day,
the first national championship with 4 teams, and the first one with 12.
Yeah,
it's
that's
insane.
True. Oh, they got a playoff somehow. But
that's it. Game.
No, but I did want to talk about this for sure. Was the fact that Ryan Day was left for dead a month ago after that Michigan loss, and now
this literally was going to be the thing to save his job. He had to win the national championship, and he just did.
And he did. So now there are 3 head coaches with national championships: Ryan Day, Kirby Smart with 2, and Dabo Sweeney with 2. So that's the only current head coaches that have national championships. So, say what you want about Ryan Day, Ohio State fans. You're ready to run him out the building, but he made the right hires. Jim Knowles, defensive coordinator, has been a huge success over the last 2 or 3 years. And then he went out and somehow coaxed Chip Kelly into being a offensive coordinator when he was the head coach at UCLA. I know they had a relationship. They've known each other a long time. So obviously that was a little easier to do than other situations, but huge hires. They were the best team all year as far as like talent wise. They had those 2 losses, but now in a playoff situation where we have an expanded playoff, you can lose 2 games. And heck, if we expand to 16 teams, you can lose 3 games and you're going to still have a chance to win a title. And I think, honestly, that makes for better football, because I would rather see the best teams, regardless of how many losses they have. I would rather see the best teams playing for a national championship than what we've had in some years past, where, it's been like TCU. Like TCU probably didn't deserve to be there, but they got there. They did beat Michigan that year, but they got smoked to Georgia later. And it's just, then we had the 1 year with Notre Dame being undefeated and going up against Alabama, and they got smoked. And it's like, some years those teams that get selected are just not good enough. But now it's like with an expanded playoff, you have all these matchups in these games that get us to the point where we have a good finish. And the semifinals were really good games, and this final was a good game. Like, it came down to that 3rd down with like 2 minutes left. And if Ohio State doesn't convert, Notre Dame has a legitimate shot at getting down and scoring to tie the game. So hats off to Ryan Day. I'm amazed that they turned it around so quickly. And that's honestly why losses, with now how things are shaping out, losses are not the worst thing in the world. You look at it with the NFL, where a loss late in the season actually tightens everything up. It makes you look at everything in a different calculus. And so you start making changes to things that are problems, instead of, if you keep winning, you're going to be kind of neglecting the things that you need to correct. And just amazing. They came back, they had that huge loss to Michigan, and they just dominated through the playoffs up until this game, really. And, Will Howard had a great game. I know people are not like the biggest fan of Will Howard, but He's got a lot of talent around him. He's basically a game manager who is also athletic. So, but Ian, I want to hear some of your thoughts.
Yeah, overall, I mean, great playoffs. The best team won. We saw that against Tennessee when they started playing against Tennessee, and then when they whipped up Oregon, it was clearly Ohio. Like I said, it was Ohio State's to lose, and it was just maddening to see them stumble against teams they were better than. But they were the better team, and Notre Dame, they like just bullied their way into getting to the national championship. They outlasted teams, but when it was all said and done, there's no doubt in my mind that Ohio State was the best team in the country, and they won the national championship straight up. It's like I said, it's funny that they win the first 4 team and they win the next 12 teams, so I know they're going to be begging for a 16 playoff soon. That way they can win that one soon enough. But overall, great game, great playoff, great season. This is definitely the most chaotic season of college football I've seen since 2007 or even 2011. It's been nuts.
Yeah, I mean, this has been amazing. I'm so appreciative that the powers that be finally decided to expand this playoff because, we got home playoff games. We've got better matchups. I just think about some of the games that we experienced in this playoff tournament. We got that Arizona State Texas game. We got the Georgia Notre Dame game. We got the Penn State Notre Dame game. We got the Ohio State Texas game. And now this game. I mean, that's 5 great games where in years past, we only get 3 really playoff games. And now it's like we actually get really good football. And it's like, wow, surprise. When you put more teams into something, it actually creates a good product. And I don't know why it took so long. I know why, but it's frustrating because it's like, the Rose Bowl was a huge opponent against expanding playoff. They were a huge opponent against a playoff in general about a lot of things. I do appreciate the Rose Bowl for what they have done for college football in general, but the fact that we have had to succumb to most of their whims, and now there's not even a Pac-12. So like they had to have a Pac-12 Big Ten matchup for decades. Now that doesn't even exist. So it's like these old traditions that we had to follow by don't even exist anymore. And so we're trapped in this narrative that we're just stuck with the same old. And it's like, look, I'm sorry, but we need to have, this game evolve. There's no reason why we cannot match what the NCAA tournament has done, because the NCAA tournament is probably the best playoffs outside of probably the NFL playoffs and maybe the hockey playoffs as well. So if we can match what the NCAA basketball tournament is, which they may not be able to, but at least if they can come close enough, that just goes a huge way to progressing this game and moving it forward into the next several years. And I believe they can. And I know they're going to expand in the next coming years to at least 14, probably 16. And, if that's the case, then, I'm all about it. I just want more home playoff games. Those home environments were amazing. The weather's amazing. It's just, there's something about those playoff games on campuses that were great. And I really love. So, it's been a great year. Like you said, I'm extremely grateful for all of you guys for taking your time, for enjoying these shows. We love to do this. We love the research. G5 Gibson is, the man that knows all the G5s. And, we've been, we work hard every year to do this. Like we bust our butts before our preview shows, our recap shows. I watch literally 6 hours of the 20-minute recaps of like 15 games every Sunday. And so like I put in a ton of work to be as knowledgeable as I can about these teams and the sport. And I think it shows with how we're able to convey our knowledge of the sport and our passion for the sport. So I thank every one of you for supporting us. Again, like, subscribe, comment, follow, share, everything you can do to help us with the algorithm. We're on all of the social media forms: TikTok, Instagram, Threads, X, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. Find us there. Just type in Hater Radio, comes right up. At haterradio.com for all of our articles. We'll probably expand soon on the website as soon as we can get a little bit more funding. This last 2 years have been a little difficult for me because the TV and film industry has been hit with a lot of things preventing us from making a lot of money because of strikes. And then there was just, production slowdown as well. So I've been kind of limited on being able to invest as much into this company as I could, but hopefully with maybe some sponsorships next year. So if you're listening, anybody, sponsorships, we're willing to listen to people in the next little bit until the season starts in August. But again, thank you for everything, everybody. Ian, I have to thank you. You are, a huge part of this show, huge part of, my pursuit of this. And I'm so grateful to have you as a co-host. And, it's been a tremendous ride so far. And this is just the beginning, folks. We're going to keep doing this. And we love doing it. We love the sport. And we hope that people, can continue to support us. And Ian, just a few words before we go.
Yeah, I firstly obviously want to thank everybody who's watched. Clearly, it's a big deal to have so many people like to subscribe to our YouTube channel that quickly is insane. How many people have watched this is nuts. Again, I want to, Chris, thank you again. I mean, been doing this since 2018, 19. It's been insane. And I'm very grateful for that. That you have me on. I can spout my useless knowledge about like, oh, Kennesaw State's this is their first year in FBS, or Jacksonville State has won this many conference. Like nobody needs to know that, but somehow I do.
Yeah, but that's what makes you great, Ian. That's honestly why I think we do so well, because it's like you have that breadth of knowledge that you don't see on other shows. Like I don't see other shows talking about G5 teams, and I'm glad that we do have USF as a team that we follow, because that gives us an excuse to follow a lot of what's going on with G5, because their stories are intermingled with all those teams. And so, it's been, honestly, I wouldn't change how things have gone at all. Like it's gone exactly how it should. And I'm grateful that we've been able to grow this brand as best we can. And, it is fun. Like, honestly, I love the sport. And I hope that it comes across with how passionate we are about this sport and how much we love it, because we are fans first. I mean, Ian's wearing a Florida Gator shirt.
Yeah.
I'm wearing, I've got my Florida Gator cup. I've got the Gator hats back there. It's what we have been, living for our entire lives as being football fans. And we just hope that you guys get to appreciate it as much as we do, because it is a great sport. It is a lot of fun. And I know I'm keep talking too much, but Ian, real quick, wrap it up, and then we'll call it a season. This is it.
Thank you guys for another fantastic season. Thank you, Chris, for bringing me on and experiencing through this. It was a fantastic season, a crazy one. Just insane. I do also want to give a big thank you to my soon-to-be wife, Jessica, for letting me do this. UCF grad and North Texas student, so those are her college teams.
Yeah.
And I want to, just thank her for, getting me through a lot of stuff. She's definitely an inspiration for my life and all that. So obviously, if I'm going to end it, I want to make sure I acknowledge her for all the great stuff she's done for me.
Sure. And I definitely want to thank my wife as well. We just got married in July, and it's been, kind of crazy just because of the fact that work has been so slow. But honestly, I am grateful for Hater Radio and the support that Yamid, my wife, has put towards this, because it is a labor of love, and you know, it takes a lot of time to do this, and she's been really supportive since the beginning. You know, when we lived together in Koreatown, we only had a 1-bedroom, and it 1-bedroom, 1-bath, and it was a tiny place, but she allowed me to do the show there, and we recorded way back then. And like, it's been, you know, honestly, her support has been nothing but amazing, and it's been everything I've needed and more to be able to put this this brand into what it is now. So with that, everyone, thank you. Enjoy the off season. I know I am. I'm gonna like kind of forget about college football for a little bit. It's nice to have an off season so we can, like, you know, enjoy some downtime. But again, everyone, thank you. Ian, thank you. I'm excited for your wedding. You're gonna have to tell me about it when it happens. And then everyone, just be safe out there. I know the fires are still going on here in LA, so just everyone be careful. And then we'll talk to you soon. But enjoy the rest of 2025, and we'll see you in August. So take care, y'all.